Hi everybody, it's Susie. Welcome to my craft room. Welcome. Right now we are waiting for Rachel to get in, or Lere, whichever you call her. I had some technical difficulties on my end, and so I was a little bit later than we had anticipated getting the link to her. So as soon as she gets her end worked out, she'll be in with us. How are you, Arabella? I hope you have lots and lots of questions for her today about how to do our YouTube stuff. Okay, I think we have. Oh, she's here. She's here. Let me get her in. Okay, who's with us? Yay!
Hello,
It is.
everybody. Hello,
Uh,
Susie. How are you?
Tired. How about you?
Shame you had little sleep, didn't you?
and you know, I never get much sleep. You look beautiful. You. At first, I thought, oh my God, she doesn't have any clothes on.
I changed my shirt about 8 times. I didn't know which shirt's right for today.
Nobody cares about your shirt. I promise. Well,
Right, I've got
well,
an iPad set up for looking at comments, but it's sort
mhm.
of down here. So, but I can also see comments. And
Okay.
I will be able to sort of go on there and click on here, click on that, sort of thing if we need
Uh,
to.
So,
All
are you?
right. If
That's going to be on an iPad,
yeah, I no, I'm on my phone recording, and then
right?
I've got a screen, an extra secondary screen that I can go
Okay,
and
but
look
your
things up.
secondary screen is what? Is it on an Android or is it on a iPad,
iPad,
iPhone?
iPad.
Okay, all right. So I have my iPad here, and I'm just going to kind of put it to the side because I'm trying to set up all these devices so that when you say go here, if somebody has a laptop, I have the laptop sitting in front of me to show the screen. I have an Android
Okay.
device as well, and then since you have the iPad, we can kind of cover it all. I know Arabella
Okay.
in the.
If
I
it's
mean, she
if
just
it's on
laughs
a
for no.
if it's on a laptop, then you would need to show me your screen because obviously it's not going to look exactly the same on my side. So I would need
Right.
to look at your screen to sort of figure out where to click or what to do.
Well, well,
Okay.
that's why I have the setup kind of like I do, is so that if you need to see my screen, I can flip my camera around and show it to you so that you can say click here and click there. But there's going to be some people that only have a laptop or some people that only have a phone. So I kind of wanted
Okay.
to cover both sides. But if it's going to take, more than about, 10 minutes or something to explain something, would you please do a video afterwards? Just make a list or,
Okay.
I'll make a list and put it in the description to go see your channel for them. Um,
Okay.
because that's kind of the thing is to get through as many, questions as people might have,
Okay.
um, to do that. Hold on just a minute, Lorraine. Arabella, I know she laughs for no freaking reason, and then I'm laughing for no reason, and then I'm wondering why we're all laughing, and because it's just because she started laughing and she's got the cutest laugh.
Sorry, when I'm looking down, I'm looking at the comments and I just see love your laughter. So I know I know what you I wonder if I can put this iPad sort of high so I don't have to look down every time.
Well, just
Hello, Arabella. She's one of my subscribers, and I made a short video on my channel to say that I'm coming live on yours today. And she said she'll be here. So,
well, I'm glad she's here. As a matter of fact, I watched your video while I was trying to get all this set up. And I
Okay.
have commented on it. I might have forgot to like it, which means I might have to watch it all over again, not to mess up your.
It's just a minute long, so it's not a big ordeal to rewatch it. But thank you. Arabella has a channel of her own, and she's in the Netherlands. But she's also
Wow.
been really ill. Yeah, she's
Okay.
been
Well,
really ill, though. So,
I will
but she's
definitely
starting to
subscribe to
feel
the
better.
channel.
Brilliant.
Well,
So, do we have
well,
questions already, or not? Not really. We have a
well,
lurker. We have one extra person. Oh no, it's probably us
it
on our
is.
other
Yep.
devices.
Right. It is.
We the
And
lurkers.
when I go on to my iPad to watch live, so that because there is a lag, you know that, right? There's a lag from when we say something and when it shows up on the screen. Did you know
Okay,
that?
how long is the lag?
It's not long. It's just seconds. It's something they do on every broadcast, whether it's media or shows or whatever. That way, if somebody says something or does something funky, you can shut it down before it airs. It's like a
Okay,
safety net.
okay, that's a good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're talking and you're listening to your other device, it's going to mess you up because you will always answer late. You know.
No, I switch all the volume off on. I switch all the volumes off on everything. My mom's also here, my craft inspiration. She's sitting on this side as support, and
Your
she's
mom?
also on her iPad, and she's also watching, and she's also got the sound off. Do
Well, that's
you want to
great.
say
And then
hello, mom?
also, hi, mom.
Hello,
Sylvia?
hello,
I
Susie.
also Susie. Yes, thank you. Hi. Oh, 3 to 5 seconds, Arabella says, the lag. So it's
Oh,
just a
okay,
few
it's not
seconds.
too bad, but obviously,
No, no, no. But
obviously
it
we can't
messes
have
you up.
sound on a secondary device.
Yeah. But the lag will mess you up if you're trying to listen to, the other device. Also, because of the lag, when you're watching, if you're watching yourself, you'll get messed up too because of the lag. You're waiting for yourself to catch up. So you can't pay attention to that. You just have to keep going and trust that it's going to show up in a few seconds on the other thing.
It's basically the point that you're trying to make is concentrate on this screen that we're on, not on anything
Right.
else.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay,
And
that's my
if you
thing.
reference the other screen, don't pay attention to yourself on that screen. Just keep going with what you're doing, what you're saying. Oh,
Okay,
Arabella.
brilliant.
Oh, hey, Brian. How are you? B&D Crafts and More is Brian, and he is an amazing crafter. So
Okay,
welcome,
hello,
Brian.
Brian.
And Rachel, or also her name is Lere, whatever you want to call her. Just don't call her late for supper, and she'll be good. Um, but she's here to answer any questions that you have about how to run around YouTube and do whatever we need to do on YouTube because I'm technologically challenged. She's recognized that most of us seem to be. And so she's going to help us to get through that. We're going to try to cover as many answers, or she's going to try to cover as many answers as we can. But if it's a longer process, she is going to do a separate video on it. And she may do a separate video on the things anyway to slow it down, take her time and walk us through it like she does on her other videos. So that's going to be at her discretion. But yes, absolutely. She will answer your questions, whether it's in real time now or in a separate video. And welcome to
Yeah,
everybody. I see
um,
we have more people. Hi, y'all. Jump on in, say hi. Don't be shy.
yeah, the background of this is I actually have a craft channel. Okay, I'm actually about doing crafts and more specifically paper crafts. And if you dive deeper down, sort of into the junk journal world, just like yourself, Susie. But I am a new channel that started just sort of short of 3 months ago. I uploaded my first video, and I don't upload too often. I think I've got about 20 videos now, of which half of them are YouTube tips and tricks. I'm not trying to sell myself off as an expert on YouTube tips and tricks, but it has sort of come to my attention, us being crafters, we are not really into the techie stuff. We're not really into, figuring out the technical stuff on YouTube. And a lot of the channels that does provide that information that helps you to do the technical stuff a lot of them runs through the thing so fast, like do this, do that, and they try to pack a whole lot of information into one video, and if you are not really on that sort of peppy, do it fast sort of wavelength, and I mean, which crafter is, very few of us is, then you tend to, things get lost in translation, and you end up not really having a clue what's going on there by you. Why are you so frantic?
Oh, sorry. Don't watch me. Watch Rachel. Don't watch me. I'm trying to get other devices set up so that when she starts telling something, that I can grab
Okay, people,
either an
put your
iPhone.
hand in front of the left-hand side of your screen and don't watch that side.
Right.
Yeah, so just basically that a lot of the channels that do explain the things go so fast and pack so much information into that video that you end up having to watch it 18 times before you've actually figured out what did they say. And I mean, which crafter has time to watch non-crafting videos 18 times? None of us, we want to craft. That's what we want to do. So what happens is our channels start suffering for the fact that we don't have this technical knowledge. Our channels start, we don't put tags in, we don't know to put titles into our things, we don't know how to change our photo, we don't know how the description works and how the search engine optimization works, and everything, all the comments, everything, how does it influence our channels? And now we don't concentrate on it, and therefore we don't grow, or we don't grow as fast, which is unnecessarily, because of course there's crafters that comes onto YouTube and they search junk journal related questions, how to alter an envelope, or junk journal related things. Now, why do we not optimize our channels to find us, to find our content that is obviously trying to answer those questions? But if everything on your YouTube channel is not right and ready and done in the correct ways, then you don't get that traffic. That person doesn't find you. There's a few big channels that knows how to do these things, and they get the traffic. And all of our little channels that are trying to grow, we don't get it because our channels are not correctly optimized to receive that traffic. And this is not only for creators. These tips that I'm making are also for, I would call it an older audience, people that are having, I have videos like how to put a comment on a video and how to edit a.
Hi, Sue. Welcome. Go ahead. Go ahead, Rachel. Sorry. I just wanted to recognize that Sue was here. Everybody come on in.
Hello, Sue. Now, it's also for people like my mom is 75, and she looked at my videos and then she said, I don't know how to leave you a comment. So she would send me a separate message outside of YouTube to leave me a comment, to comment on my video. So I sort of just made a little video about how to do a comment on YouTube. And a lot of people came back and, wow, that was helpful, And then I started realizing that there's actually a huge need for these little type of videos, just short, little. Most of them are
like
1 or 2 minutes long. They're not really long.
Just like one little subject.
Say that again.
So you're not just like one subject. So you're not like bombarding our brain with information.
Exactly. Here's one concept. Let me explain it to you, and that's it. Now you've got time to process. And I try to do it in a simple, understandable, normal language, not something that's sort of this technical jargon that, whoa, what are they talking about? That sort of thing. Because that's what we do. We crafters. The moment somebody starts talking about SEO, what the heck is SEO? And that's it. It's gone over your head and you ignore it. Because what the heck is that? And if somebody could just say to you, it's search engine optimization. It means they search you in a search engine like Google, optimize your channel. There, just in one sentence, I've already made that concept a little bit more understandable, you know.
Okay, but
And
Lere, wait, stop. Even the word optimization goes right over. That means zero to me. Okay. So a lot of the technical terms that some more technological people know, we don't know. So we kind of
yes,
want to maybe break it down into like stupid terms for me.
okay.
Cause
I would
so
need you guys to ask me questions, and then also our audience. You need to sort of, the idea of this for me and Susie was Susie invited me so that you guys have the chance to actually put a whole bunch of questions in front of me. Um, I'm also learning. I'm just a little bit ahead of everybody else, and I'm trying to share that information as I understand it. I used to write articles for internet web pages. So I had a really good understanding of how Google searches out your article and what keywords you need to put in your articles and that sort of thing. And that sort of helped me now with understanding the same concept on YouTube videos. So I have a little bit of background there that's helping me, that I'm not starting to learn from scratch. But the idea is very much for you guys to put those questions in front of us. And Susie, I think you might have a bunch of questions as well. And then let's tackle them one by one and see, how can we answer those, And if you don't understand a word like optimization, then I'll break it down and I'll try to explain it in a slower, more understandable way.
okay, I would like to take about 5 minutes maybe and let everybody learn a little bit about you. Where are you from? How many languages do you know? What's your primary language? What got you into crafting? Were you in another craft before you switched over to the paper crafts? Tell us about Rachel/Lere.
Okay. The Rachel/Lere is my mom is. I'm like the 14th Rachel in my family. Mother, grandmother. Da, 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 da. My mom had this big incident when she was a child where her great grandmother was still alive. So her great grandmother, grandmother, and her mother was with her in a shop, and she was this small little girl. And my mom's 75 and she remembers this. Okay, so it was a really big deal thing that happened to her. Okay, and they were
See, she
standing
laughed
there.
for no reason. Y'all hear that? She just laughed. And so I laughed. We don't even know why we're laughing. She just does it.
Because I already know the end of the joke. That's why I know already it's funny. Anyway, so what happened is everywhere my mom came with like mother, grandmother, and great grandmother, they would say things like, "Oh, this is small Rachel's, big Rachel's, big Rachel's, big Rachel," that sort of thing. And my mom found it terribly embarrassing. It was like, and everybody would like, "Oh, cute," like. And my mom decided her child, if she has a daughter, will not be Rachel, never. Okay. But by the time I was born, my grandmother, all of them had passed away. So she decided, well, she also can't be the person that not perpetuates the family name. So I was named Rachel. I was Christian Rachel. And she said, but that's not what she's going to call me. So she figured out a combination of my first and second names and combined it to say Lere, very similar to Renee, same pronunciation, but Lere. And that's what I've been called all my life. I've been called Lere. But it's a great warning system. If somebody calls me and they ask for Rachel, then immediately I'm able to put on my professional voice and say, how can I help you? It's a brilliant warning system. I'm from South Africa. I live in a town called Randfontein, which is on the western side of Johannesburg, in a province called Gauteng, which is the smallest province in the country, but it's got the most people in it. I'm sort of on the fringe of the province. Okay.
Okay. So that her exactly what you see under her where it says Craft Portal Rachel, that is exactly how her channel is. And I am going to put her link in the box here, and then I'll also have it in the item description once this loads. It's kind of hard to do it while it's loading or processing or whatever it does after the fact, but I will go back in and put it in again. But I will go ahead and put it in this box over here. So thank you for that question. And yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Lere, go ahead.
No, not a problem. I might actually be able to do that whilst we're busy. If you
Okay. Okay, go ahead. Because you know
um,
how to do it a lot
I'm gonna,
faster than me. I'll still be trying to do it in 15 minutes, right?
try to find myself on the iPad and then craft portal Rachel. You can actually leave the hyphen out if you search for me now. I'm more findable.
Oh, good. All right, all of y'all that have
Alright.
joined, y'all please, make yourselves known. Please say hello. We want to say hello back. Rachel or Lere is here to answer any of your questions, about how to use YouTube, whether you are a content creator or, just a subscriber or somebody that watches videos. So please bombard her with the questions. That's what she's here for. Hi, Joanne. We're on with
Okay, there.
Rachel, and she's here to
I've
help
just put
you
a
with
link into
your
my
YouTube.
channel. So for anybody looking for that, the link is there. You'll see it under Lere Saunderson. I've just put a link in there. Now you can see how you spell my name as well. All right. So where was I? Okay, I'm South African. You know that. I lived on the west side of Johannesburg. I'm 48 years old. I've been crafting all my life. My craft inspiration, come here. I'll show you my craft inspiration quickly. This is my craft inspiration.
Oh my God, she's
This is Momma.
beautiful.
And she's 75. She doesn't look it, eh?
No, maybe
This is my
45.
mom. My name is Rachi. Rachi. I say hello.
Hello, my name is Rachi. Not, I'm also Rachel, but my calling name is Rachi.
So it's just the IE after the H, you know.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, she's the one. But my mom is a you can tell them what you do. She does needlework.
I'm an artist. I do painting. I love hobbies. I'm at the moment busy on a heirloom to make a carpet.
Wow.
And
Yeah, we at one stage, me and my mom wanted to start like a craft studio where we give lessons, and we worked out that we were on a sort of master level on at least 23 crafts between the two of us.
Wow. Well, you need to have her on as a guest to craft together, so she can show her slow stitch and her art and all the different things that she does. Have her on as a guest, however long, however many or often you want to. We would love to see her.
Motivator. I've been telling her that.
Mom, look, is it mom or mum? I don't know how y'all say mom over there. So
Mom.
it's
Mom.
what?
In Afrikaans, it's mama.
My mom? Okay, my mom.
Mama.
Look.
Not the M at the end, just the MAMMA. Mama.
Mama. Okay, mama. All right, mama, look, we need you. We need you in our community. You will add lots and lots and lots of joy and beauty and content that we don't know or that we need to be reminded of. So please, please, please do a channel or, join Racket. I can't even do that CH kind of thing going on. So Lere. Rockall. Okay.
She doesn't really want to start a channel. She's not.
I will look into it and I will start.
Ah, wonderful. Susie, you did it.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for coming on and showing them my craft inspiration.
She is gorgeous.
Yeah, my mom's she's beautiful. She from that I can remember, I was always with her doing this and doing that and trying to stick this together, and we very much do it out of nothing, like we recycled long before recycling was a thing, so
Right.
We were using what was available to us, and we would I was actually thinking later on in my channel, I'm going to do some old time crafts, show you things from that my mom taught me when I was a child, like when decoupage started, they used to take like gift wrap, and they would paint Mod Podge on it a few times, and then you would soak that into hot water, and then the paper would come off. So you've got this thin layer of plastic, and then you would put that over a plaster of Paris mold. Okay. I've actually got one here, but I don't think I'm supposed to run away from the screen right now. And then
Well,
you
it's
would.
okay. Joanne,
Can I go fix it?
I can see Joanne doing the whole Mod Podge thing here after a while and soaking that in the water. I mean, and she's on here right now. And let me tell you, you just gave her another idea, and she is the Mod Podge queen.
Who's that?
Joanne, over at Journaling Adventures.
Okay, brilliant. Now this is
She's like, yeah. You see her comment.
This is what decoupage was before. Mama, come speak to the screens quickly. Let me go fetch that quickly. You can come sit here and speak to the.
Come on in, Mama. Come on in, Mama. So, Mama, what kind of painting do you do? Joanne is also a painter. I think Arabella, you do painting too, right? And I feel sure that Sue does too. So, y'all jump in.
I started with painting tablecloths, you know, but it didn't interest me very long. And then I painted with acrylic paint. And then I went to craft class, and there was a youngster. He was about 18, and he said he's going to teach us to draw. And you can't believe what we did in 2 classes, you know, of 2 hours. And he really taught us. We, for instance, draw a glass of water. Now, it sounds very easy to say a glass of water with water in, but it is so difficult to draw that water that it looks like water. And he said we must draw it that it splash out. We must see how the water is splashing out. But we did it. And when we look back at it, me and Lere, and when we do it today, when we look back at it, we can't really believe that is what we did. And it looks so good. We are both surprised with how good it looks.
Well, we would love to see you do that and to show some things, because it is hard to draw a water droplet to make it look like a water droplet. But it's not as hard as some would think, you know, because when you try to draw it, you just can't. But once somebody explains it to you, it becomes easier, you know. So, yeah, anything like that, we would love to see. You know, the decoupaging, like Lere was just talking about. You know, yes, you're painting.
I can't find that thing. I'm a hoarder, so it's somewhere here. I can't find it.
Then I lost interest in painting with the acrylic paint, and then I started painting with oil paint, because the oil stay wet for a longer time and you can change it. And I also like the texture that you can build up with oil paint. Acrylic paint is flat painting, and that makes a huge difference. So at the moment I'm doing oil painting.
And I don't know if y'all have this product there. Can you bulk up acrylic paint with something like what we would call mud or a putty or a joint compound? Do y'all have sheetrock there? Do you know what sheetrock is? You don't know what sheetrock is? It's like something you would put on a wall. It's got like a chalky middle to it, but you put it up on a wall and then you would, okay, never mind. Forget the question, Mama, sorry. I see every country has different ways of doing things. And so that's why I asked. I didn't know if y'all had it. And of course I don't have any right here to show you. But I was wondering if you could.
We get something here in South Africa that's like a paste that you can mix with your acrylic paint, and then it feels like a thicker paint that you paint with, that makes a little bit of texture, but it's not really effective.
Okay. Yeah, and you would probably end up wasting more paint because you would, trying to mix it up to get the right consistency. You'd want to make sure you had enough of the same color to finish your project, and then
Yeah.
you're probably going to have a whole bunch left over.
Yeah, and the paste itself is very expensive
Yeah.
because we are so far from America and Europe. The things that, or most of the things that we buy here, are very expensive. If I think about craft paper, how much do you pay, Lere?
For
When
what?
when it's in Spain, how much did you
No,
pay?
in Spain you just couldn't get it. You had to find, there was just no crafting there. They don't have
But
a crafting
but
culture.
but we pay here like um ach maar 2 years 160 $1,600 dollar for a book with like 80 pages of
No. Dollar. That's times 20. How much rand?
80 rand.
No, that's not $4.
Oh, I've, I've worked out the wrong way. But our paper and things here are really very expensive because most of it is imported.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They don't think they don't think
Privately,
$4 is expensive.
yeah, privately, Lorraine was talking to me about, and not that it's a secret, but we were just talking, not on, on video, and she was telling me how y'all had a lot of stuff that you produced, and all of those factories have shut down for, because of the mess going on there, and so now you do have to import everything, and that's just,
Yeah.
for us that don't have to do that, it's really hard to imagine. Um, and I'm very sympathetic to that, but it's hard to imagine. And I had talked about sending Lere a few things, and the postage is so expensive. But Joanne has been trying
Thank
to,
you, Joanne.
Joanne has to take a hammer and bang me every so often to get my attention and say, "Hey, try this, or you can do it this way." So I need Joanne in my life. Lere, you need Joanne in my life.
So she can motivate you to send packages to me. Brilliant. Joanne, love you.
Okay, Arabella says that she puts wall powder in it, or paste, and I'm not sure what wall powder she's talking about, unless it's the same stuff that I'm talking about, that they hydrate with water or something. And she says you can work on oil paintings for days. I don't know what that means. I thought you could work on any painting for days. I thought that's what you had to do if you were going to paint. Is it took like,
Probably means it stays wet longer because
oh, okay.
acrylic dries really fast.
I will try it. I haven't tried it before, but it's wallpaper paste, I think, what she's talking about.
No, I
Okay.
think she's talking about grout.
Or,
But I'll find out from her. Don't worry.
Arabella says she works with oil pastels a lot too. I have no clue what that is, but go, Arabella, do a video. Show us what oil pastels are.
Okay. Arabella said earlier, a little bit earlier, she said, I have a tip, but she never enhanced on that. Okay, do you need my mom or can she go?
We always need Mama. We love Mama. That was from me, Mama.
thank you.
Oh, hi, Lori. How are you today? Lere, when I say Lere, that is Rachel, where it says Craft Portal Rachel. Because you came in, you didn't hear that explanation. You can call her Rachel. That's fine. She doesn't mind. But she literally goes by Lere, and that's what she's been called her whole life. But or whatever it is her Christian name. She has to correct me every time. So Lere is easier for me. So I am good with Lere. So, you call her whatever you want to. So anyway, Enchanted Dream 71, Lere, is Lori. And
Hello,
Lori
Lori.
is
Yes, I'm one of your
very, very,
subscribers. I watch her videos.
yeah, she's very talented. She just lost her sister a couple of days ago. So, and she's still putting out videos. I'm like, this woman is so strong. Oh my God, she's so strong. She's an amazing, amazing artist.
I like her channel. I like how he sort of gives it like it is, like So doesn't beat around the bush. I like people that don't beat around the bush.
Yeah.
Right. Was
She's
it any
big.
part of that other first part that I didn't answer?
Yes.
So,
Who was it? Arabella that says she had a tip. Who was it that had a tip?
yes,
Somebody had a
Arabella
tip.
said she had
All right, Arabella, tell us what your tip is because we love tips, and I'm here with my pen.
My mom's got a pen and paper. She's supposed to make notes for me.
See, my special friend sent me this
Flower
pen.
pen.
Yep, a friend made that for me and sent it to me. Isn't that special?
With regards to the crafts, what I want to talk about with junk journaling, me and my mom are the type of crafters that we get as soon as we understand a craft, as soon as we understand how the craft works, we get bored with it and we move on. Then we want to do the next craft. And when I found junk journaling, it's like, wow, you can combine all these things that you already know into junk journaling, okay? And it never gets boring. There's always something new because it's based on recycling. So you can basically, I mean, how many things are around you? Just look around you like right now. And all of those things has a potential use in a junk journal.
Right.
It's just get your mind to think that way. So
And
everything is a
when you
challenge and it's interesting and it's like, whoa, what can I do with this? Whoa, what can I do with that?
well, you have to do a video on how you were telling me to make the faux homemade paper, handmade paper, whatever we call it, homemade, handmade, because
Yeah.
all those little bitty teeny scraps that we don't, that we finally get down to the place we don't use that little scrap anymore. And you're saying, oh no, save those little tiny scraps to make that faux paper with.
Yes,
Please do a
there's
video.
literally not one piece of paper that is too small
Or
to use in this way. The,
or texture,
I'm talking
thread.
this small.
Hey, Grandma Joe. Joe is on here with us as well, Rachel / Lere. So, and she also means not just little bitty scraps of paper. She's also talking about thread, any kind of textiles, pieces of cheesecloth that you have left, little tiny pieces of ribbon.
Like the top of a. Of course, one. Plug nie daai ding in, Mom, asseblief.
Oh, Arabella says when you search on YouTube, you automatically help channels to rise up in the search list on YouTube, so you're found easier every time.
Okay, brilliant. I'm going to go searching for myself every day.
Well, there is a comedian lady.
You always have to have a journey to figure out yourself. So it's important, people, to search for yourself every day.
There's a comedian lady on Jean Robertson, I think is her name, on YouTube. And she traveled everywhere. She's like a motivational speaker or something. And she's hilarious. But when she first started YouTube, she was told that, all these other comedians had all these subscribers, and here she was with 5 or 10 or 100,
Right.
and she didn't understand why nobody was coming to her channel. So she wanted to get her numbers up, so she got in cahoots with her grandson, and she and was told that all she had to do was go into the videos and watch them, and she would get credit for them. And the grandson said, "Oh no, Grandma, all you got to do is run that over, and that will get you." Some views, right? And she said, well, yes. I'll tell you what, if you will do that for me, I will pay you for every view that I get. He did it all summer. By the end of that year, he had done it like 50,000 times.
Oh my God. And she had to pay him. Oh my goodness. I don't think that's what she meant, eh?
Yeah, and so
Arabella said something there. I think that might be a tip. I use free ad paper that you get in the mail to make new paper. Okay, that's really good.
Well, I've tried. I'm going to show y'all my attempt at making paper, and it's awful. It's really not good. And
people, by the way, really, can I just sort of say, sorry, Susie, just wait, don't take that away. I still want to see it. Guys, we're waiting for you to come up with questions in the
Yes.
chat that I can answer. So we sort of trying to make the time go for you guys to come up with questions. So please, what are your technical questions? Explain me, what is that, Susie?
It's supposed to be homemade paper. I didn't put glue in it. I didn't know to put glue in it. So all I did, and you see, watch this, see how easy it just falls apart? Total fail. Okay.
Is that because it doesn't have glue in it?
It has no glue, and I didn't put any fibers in it. I didn't know to put fibers in it. Well,
Right.
Joanne, you can have all you want because it just falls apart. Joanne, I can't use it for anything probably besides, you can't even use it for toilet paper. It falls apart. But anyway, I was trying to follow somebody's directions on making it, and apparently I missed where you put the glue in there, a little bit of glue to kind of hold it together.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really hold together. But what I
there's
did
still
was
stuff that you can do with it. There's still stuff that you can do with it. Everything's
start
usable.
a fire. Probably start a fire.
You can make new paper with it and then add glue.
Right. Right.
Does it fall? Does it crumble? Does it crumble into small pieces? All right. You can use it for texture.
Right. The way I did it was I took junk mail and the ads and and I soaked them in water for like days. And the reason I soaked them in water for days is because I forgot about them.
Which is good for it.
Right.
You need to soak it sort of just short of rotten,
Right. And that's about how it was. And I stirred it up and it really all fell apart. And then I stuck it in a blender and really mixed it up. And then I poured it into a pan without lining the pan. Big mistake. Poured it in the pan, and then I put it in the oven at the lowest possible temperature, and that was a mistake too. You just need to let it dry natural. You really do.
Okay.
For what? Hi, Chris. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Anybody who has any questions on your YouTube, how to work it, please plug them in. We're waiting on y'all's questions. But anyway, after doing it in the oven, all that, it kind of made the edges too brown and crunchy. You know what I mean? Even though I had it on the lowest temperature and left the oven door cracked, that was not the plan. And then when I tried to take it out of the pan, it was completely stuck. So you have to put like some parchment paper, wax paper, baking something underneath it to be able to get it up and then peel it off.
But sometimes you do stuff like this and you come up on a whole new technique that you didn't realize. Oh my goodness, look at this. I can use that for that. That's sometimes the best techniques are born this way.
Yes.
Listen, I think we have a question there from Chris. What crafting do you do? I think. Is that you or me?
You. Yeah. Chris has been with me a long time, so she's talking to you.
Okay. Chris, my channel is about junk journaling. So I do junk journal related things. And then I do YouTube tips videos for creators as well as viewers. And then I'm also very shortly going to start making videos on how to design digital download kits. We just had a discussion that you maybe missed. I'm basically doing all the crafts. I do a bit of sewing. I do old-time decoupage. I do 3D decoupage. Mom, come remind me, what do I do? I paint porcelain. I paint ceramics. I do pottery. I'm an extremely curious person. Susie calls it nosy, but in my defense, it's curiosity. Okay. And it means that I want to understand the ins and outs of everything. So if there's a craft out there, I like to try it,
Okay, Chris also asked how you put somebody's channel on the bottom of your YouTube channel. Say you sent me something or did something that she made, and I said, go to her channel. How do you do that? Chris, she does have a video on that, but it's pretty quick, so I'm sure she'll go through it real quick with you. Do you have an iPad, Android, laptop? What are you working on so we can pull up a screen and show you? And yes, you know what, Lori, that is a great idea to get all of those cardstock advertisements and things from the amusement parks to make tags and stuff with. When you do that, are you taking the shiny off first, or are you just using like Fabri-Tac or glitter glue or whatever to make the stuff stick to the shiny? Not really. Her channel, well, I mean, her channel can be a Heinz 57. You know what Heinz 57 is, Lere? Okay, Heinz 57 is like a steak sauce we have here, and it means there's like 57 different things to make up this sauce.
Okay, no, my channel is junk journaling. That the main focus of my channel at this stage is junk journaling, but I named myself Craft Portal for a reason, so that if I ever get bored with junk journaling, which I don't see happening soon, that I am able to just move on to other crafts without it sort of disturbing my channel. And I would also like the leeway, like I was explaining about old time decoupage a little bit earlier, and already there's requests to see that. So being Craft Portal then allows me the leeway to add 1 or 2 videos that are sort of different and not in the exact junk journaling niche. Susie, may I explain something? It's sort of a tip that on why I do these type of videos that I haven't done in a video yet. If you are a channel creator, you need to have a 3-tiered approach to posting videos on your channel. Your third layer of videos needs to be in your niche, so junk journaling specific, okay? But you're trying to reach a bigger audience, so your second niche needs to be in the paper crafting niche, but not necessarily specific to junk journaling, okay? To draw in all paper crafters that might potentially be interested in junk journaling, but you can get a whole bunch of views on the paper crafting level, okay? And then you need a third niche, which is your entry level, which is sort of what I'm doing with these YouTube tips and tricks, which is drawing anybody into your channel that you can. They then look at your content, see if it's interesting to them, and then subscribe. Because you want everybody that you can to watch your channel at least once to see if they like your channel. And they might not be a junk journaler at all. They might not be a crafter at all. But suddenly they find content and go, oh, wow, I can use old books to do this or that. And you've got them. So it's really important to approach your channel in a 3-tiered approach. As wide as possible, paper crafting, junk journaling. And you need to have videos in all 3 categories to draw in as much people as you can.
The word that she used, we translated over here as niche or niche. So that is the word that she is using. So in case y'all didn't know what the nick was or whatever she said, you know, that's what she's trying to say. She just don't talk right. She's crazy. She's crazy like that.
Our pronunciation of stuff is dictionary pronunciation. I'll let you know.
Whatever. Whatever. Okay.
Listen, I'm missing the comments. You need to tell me what the comments say. They're just going.
Okay. Well, Lori, I'll ask Lori about, I don't know if y'all have them there, but like if you go on vacation, you get these like cardstock type brochures and papers and different things. And she uses those to make tags and such out of. And and they have shiny, they're shiny. And it's hard to get things to stick to anything shiny. So I asked her what she does to take the shiny away. Well, she's using gesso to put over them so that the glue will stick or whatever. So, and then that's how she goes from there. Yeah, Lori, you are back in the woods. And she's going to even go further in the woods. She's going on vacation to the mountains. And I am so going to go find her.
Chris, can you tell us if you have an Android or a iOS, iPhone? Because we want to get back to your question. Android, okay.
That is great, Errol. But okay, I have an Android in front of me. So tell me, Lere, do you want me to go to my channel or my studio?
No, to your channel, because remember, somebody that's looking for a link would not have access to your studio. So you would go to your channel. So you would click on Susie's Craftroom or any channel that you want to find the link to. Okay. So you click on Susie's Craftroom.
So I'm going to just YouTube.
Yes, on YouTube, you click on a channel. Remember, Chris's question was, how do you add the link of a channel to the bottom of your comments, to your description? How do you do that? So I'm going to find the link to Susie's Craftroom now. I'm going to explain how I do it. And then,
wait, I'm trying to get there. I can't
so you would
get my
click
camera.
on the channel. You would click on the channel.
Can y'all see that? Probably not, right? I don't know what the heck I'm doing. All right. So you're saying, can y'all see that at all?
Yes, but your screen is in portrait mode and you're showing it to us sideways. So it.
I'm trying to figure this out.
Now it's upside down.
Now I can't hear you. Oh, great. Isn't that special? I done messed up.
Your phone is upside down. Just turn it around completely.
I did. Is that still upside down?
And it's upside down on my side, yes. Just turn it around completely, your phone.
I did. Is that better?
Either there's a lag or I don't see it being turned around. It's still
I know,
upside down.
and I did turn it around. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I'm so not the person who should be doing this. Oh, wait.
Okay, all right, no, not a problem. I'm going to explain to you. You click on Susie's Craftroom. So you're on this video that you're on right now. You click on Susie's Craftroom. Once you're on her channel and then you've got all her videos there below, at the top right-hand side of your screen, I might be showing on the wrong side because I'm looking at the camera, but at the top right-hand side of your screen, just next to the search function, there's 3 little dots, dot, dot, dot. So you would click on those little dots and you would click on share, which is the very top option. You would click on share, like you're going to share the channel. And then one of the options that will come up is copy link. So you would then click on copy link and your phone will automatically copy that link. And then you would go to the description of your video. You know, when you edit your videos, if you need me to explain that better, then, but I'm sure you know that, Chris. You would go to your description where you edit your videos, click on description, and then you would paste. So you would just keep your finger on it long and it will bring up the option for paste. And you click paste and that will paste the link to that channel. I am going to make a video on my channel to how to post links. I did make a video on how to get a link, but I am going to make a video about putting links on your videos.
That's what she's asking you about. Lere, that's what she's asking you about, is how to link somebody's channel in her description box.
Okay, so you would go on, if you're on, is Chris a creator? Am I speaking the correct language here? Okay.
Yes.
You would click on your own photo at the top right-hand side of your screen. Right. Susie, I don't have this in front of me, so I'm going to sort of speak off my memory. So if you could just maybe do it there and just help me write if I'm missing a step, okay?
Okay, I'm doing it with you, but I just can't, you know, I can't like...
show it. Yeah, but just rectify me because I'm doing this off memory now, okay?
Okay.
You would click on your screen, top right-hand side, you will have your photo, your own channel photo. You would click on there. Then you would click on your channel.
Okay.
Right?
Right. I'm good. I'm doing that.
All right, then that will take you to the home screen of your channel, you know, like the very first home screen. So you would then click on videos at the top. So the second one from the left is you've got home and then you've got videos. So you would click on videos. All right. Have you got that, Susie?
Yes, yes. I was trying to show it. I guess it's not picking it up.
No, it's not showing. We've got half a screen there. Okay. Now we can see your keyboard really well. You would then on the video that where you want to add that link that I've now told you how to get the link. You would now there's 3 little buttons on the right hand side of every video. So you would click on those 3 buttons on the specific video where you want to add the link.
Okay. Got it.
And then one of your options that you should have there is edit.
Okay.
Okay. Have I missed a step or have I covered everything?
You're good. I'm following you perfectly.
All right. You would click on edit. And then that will bring up the screen where it shows your title. Below the title, it says add a description. Below that, it will say whether your video is public.
That's correct.
That screen. Okay, so you would click on add a description, that part. Add a description. You would click on there.
Wait a minute. Where?
So you're on the screen that says title.
Okay. I got you. Right under the title. Right under the title. The next little thing where the little pencil is. Gotcha. I'm good.
Add your description. Okay, so you would click on add your description. All right. And then that is where you type in all the information that comes below your video. You know, like when people click on the description of your video, all that information that you've typed in there, that is where it will appear. So now you would write there, okay, link to Susie's Craftroom is, you know, and then you would paste that link that I told you earlier how to go copy the link. So you would paste it there and press enter. It will not show in blue. It will show in white, like it's a link that doesn't work for that moment. And then you would scroll right to the top again of your screen and you would click save.
No, you have to back up one. You have to back up a screen.
Yeah, but you click save. Yeah, I'm not sure now there if it shows save immediately or whether you back up and then save. Probably back up and then save.
Right. When you put your description and you paste your link, and to paste your link, you hold down in the spot you want to paste the link.
That's right. You just hold down for 2 or 3 seconds, and then the option to paste will come onto your screen.
All right. And I'm sorry y'all can't see this. I don't know how to adjust this light where you can see it. But then you go back to the very top, and you hit that back arrow. It's an arrow back with add description, and you'll hit that arrow to go back. And that's where you can save the changes that you made for adding your link. So I just kind of, since I'm working on that phone, I wanted to let you know you can't save from that spot.
Say that again. Sorry, you explaining to me.
yeah, I was just saying that because I'm actually working on an Android phone like she has, I wanted to explain that you had to back up a screen. Can you not hear me?
Say.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
the save button is at the top right, and it's in blue. You kind of can't miss it. All right? Because you can't get out of that screen unless you save, or you can, but then it doesn't save. So you would just save that, and the link would be now. Now, if you go onto the video, if you click on that video where you added the link, you will now see that the link is now in blue. So it's a very clickable link. Chris, does that answer your question?
Okay, Lori, we love you. Thank you so much for coming. And any questions that you have for Lere or Rachel, whatever you want to call her, just send them to her and she will do a video. She really will.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you for coming to join us. We appreciate the support.
She really wants to help us to learn how to function better in YouTube. She's trying to help us all to grow. So any questions, don't hesitate to shoot them over to her. She loves, you know what, bombard her the heck with questions. I do it all the time. She's like, oh my God, she wrote me another freaking paragraph in my comments. Shut up, Susie. She doesn't really say that, but you know, she should. Lori, we're
Grandma
praying
Joe,
for
no,
you.
you cannot only share on the chat if you have a wrench and you are blue. You can make a comment and you can put a link into the chat. I put my own channel's link in there earlier in the chat. So you should be able to do it either way.
Well, I'm not doing very good at giving anybody a wrench today. I don't know why.
A wrench is basically making somebody a moderator on your channel, so then they have the ability to kick people off that start swearing or
I know.
behave badly, etc.
I know.
So,
and I'm supposed to be able to click on those 3 little buttons over on the right, and it's supposed to let me do that. But the only thing it's going to let me do is put the user in timeout or block the user, which I don't want to do either one. So I'm not sure why it's not letting me give anybody, the moderator. Hey, Angela.
hello, Angela. Good to see you here. I'm jealous of the coffee. I've just sort of told my mom, make coffee, please. And she's ignoring me, by the way.
Praying for you, Lori. Praying for you. I know this is a tough time, and we are praying for you, girlfriend. We are
Bye,
so sorry for
Lori.
your life.
Good luck with your circumstances. I'm sorry to hear about your sister. Joanne, you can't leave to go fix stuff. You need to ask more questions.
Well, she has to feed her husband. He does dialysis and stuff. And you've seen all that about her husband needing dialysis and all that. And she's actually off today, but he has to kind of stay on a eating kind of plan and schedule. And she cooks twice a day. I mean, this woman is amazing.
Sure. You know what? Sometimes you think your circumstances is bad, and then you hear other people's circumstances, and then you think, not sure if I could have dealt with that. Like we each given what we can handle. Yeah?
Right. I put y'all here because I think I can change my light. I'm so stupid. And maybe y'all will be able to see. Uh-oh, there's private conversations. Get rid of those. All right. I don't know if y'all, maybe this light is messing with it. I'm trying to get it so y'all can see my screen a little bit better. So when she tells us how to do something, we can do it. I'm just so computer stupid. Can y'all see that any better whatsoever? Or is it just
No,
too
you've
small?
got a glare from the top and you're sideways, and no, it's not helping. We'll just do the talking through it thing. If you
Sorry,
guys
y'all.
want me to make videos about specific things, then you need to just come and request it on my channel. And I'm trying to post enough crafting videos on there as well, so that I don't chase away people that are not channel owners. I'm a little bit, I can't be making YouTube tips and tricks all the time and then neglecting the crafting side. So I want to upload a whole lot more crafting videos, but in between, I'll be running with YouTube tips and tricks for people. But there's already 10 on there. There's already a few on there that will give you a really good start. There's a few good explanations of things that I'm 100% sure you do not know. So there's definitely something to learn for everybody. And everybody that thinks they know everything, go watch the Internet Spiders video, because I'm sure you don't know that.
Okay, Chris asked, how do you pause your videos when you're making it?
I can't edit. It's the one question I can't answer you. I would assume there's a pause button and then a resume button, but I don't do that, and I don't edit my videos. It's the one thing I'm not able to do. So you can try to answer. Yes, try.
Okay. If you are recording with an iPhone, you cannot do it with just the camera program on the iPhone. You have to have a separate app. And I don't know what apps they are. I did try downloading one and using it, and you can pause and then go back. So if you need to stop and run to the ladies' room, or go powder your nose or feed the horses or whatever you got to do, and then come back and finish, or if you have an interruption and you need to pause for a minute and you don't want to start your video all over. There is software out there, but for the Apple products, the iPads and the phones, you cannot with their camera program pause it without that separate app. On an Android device, I am able to hit the button. It's not the button that stops it. There's one beside it or on the opposite side of the screen that would, like if you're here, it would be on the opposite side of the screen that would let you pause it. Usually my stop button is here and the pause button will be here or maybe here. You can always type in your Google search the type of how to pause your video on whatever device you have, and somebody has probably made a YouTube video on how to do that. But I do know for sure on the Apple products you can't without a separate app. Does that help? Okay, Arabella uses Windows Movies to edit videos. I don't edit, but I do want to know how to pause because sometimes my dog just will not leave me alone and needs to go out or something. Then I can come right back and finish. I have remade more videos than y'all can imagine because I've had an interruption or, I had to, go take care of, my personal, things that come up that you have to run to the ladies' room for. So.
Windows Movie Maker is available on a laptop that has Windows on it. It's sort of part of the normal standard programs that you get with Microsoft Office. So to do that, you would need a laptop. For me, my availability is my phone. I record on my phone, and my phone is my camera. And there's definite apps that can do it. It's just not something that I've looked into, and it's not something that I've taken the time to learn. But I've also sort of realized in the meantime that people enjoy seeing crafters make mistakes and then how to fix them, rather than always having these perfect crafting sessions where these people make no mistakes, and it just makes you feel inadequate. I'm not saying they're bad. It's wonderful that they can edit and do it that way. I'm just saying for me specifically, it's not something that bothers me anymore. And I've come to realize that my viewers actually enjoy watching the mistakes as well.
Okay, Chris, did she help you? Were you able to see how to do that? And then, Lere, for you, this is a question that I had that I don't know how to answer. Can you see your subscribers who have subscribed to you on your phone? I have not been able to tell them how to do that. I can't figure out how to do it without a laptop. Can you do it?
You can. It's a bit long, and it's that one. You remember when I made that video about how to see your analytics? And
Yes.
Then I said there's a whole bunch of analytics that you can see on a laptop that you can't see on a phone, but there is a way to get to it. I will give you the quick way to get to it. I don't have that screen in front of me, so I'm just going to give you the general information. But
Will
what
you make
would
a video later on it?
Yeah, but that's far in the future. It's not something I'm going to make very, very soon, but I will be making a video on that. What you do is you go into Google, okay, on your phone. You go into Google, Google search, and then you type in www.youtube.com. All right. Then it's going to try to throw you to the app, or then you click on YouTube, but then it's going to try to put you into your mobile app, your YouTube app. And then at the top right-hand side, there's, the three buttons, the three dots. You would click on that, and then you would select desktop. Desktop.
There's no
Some
three
of them
dots.
would, on the three dots.
There is no three dots.
On Google.
Well, I Googled youtube.com, and it took me to a page. It says there's a camera, there's a little search thing, and my picture.
Okay, now what does your top of your screen say? Does it say it says HTTPS youtube.com.
I don't get to see that. I don't know how to see that. It just says YouTube at the top. I don't have a search bar up there.
Maybe it took you to your app directly then. Let me see if I can find it on my laptop. On my iPad. I've got my mom here helping me to find the words. Right, I'm going to go into Safari. I'm going to click on google.com. Right, in the search function, I'm going to search for YouTube and press enter. And then it's got YouTube, so I'm going to click on YouTube. Okay. Oh, I see what you mean. It doesn't have the 3 dots. On mine, I've got an advert at the top right-hand side. You've got your little picture or your icon. And just below that, no, I see what you're saying. No, I'm going to have to do a video on that. I did it once. The point is that you need to go to the desktop version of YouTube, not to the mobile version. And then on there, you can go to Creator Studio. I wonder if you click on Creator Studio. Let me just try that.
I don't have
your channel, YouTube Studio.
Okay.
No, that takes me to get the app. No. All right, now I'll need to make a video on that. I do know how to do it. I've done it before, but I don't know offhand now how to do it. But the solution is that you go to YouTube Creator Studio, but you go to the desktop version. So you don't go to your mobile version. You don't go to the app. You go to the desktop computer version. And then when you're on there, somewhere on the complete right-hand side of the screen, there's a place that says subscribers or subscriber change. Then you can click on that, and then it will show you who is subscribed to you. However, some people hide their subscriptions. So some people do not show the world who they are subscribed to. And if somebody hides their subscriptions, you will not find them there. So you will find, the last time I was in there, I had something like about 100 subscribers. And when I went in there, I could see 66 subscribers. So I could only see 66 of my subscribers. So 34 of the subscribers I had at that point had selected that they do not want their subscriptions to show. So the ones that selected they don't want their subscriptions to show, those you will not see on YouTube.
Now,
but that is the way you can pick your subscribers.
Now, on the desktop, when I'm in the desktop and I go to look at my subscribers, it only shows.
You would go to Creator Studio. You would go to YouTube. You would find YouTube Creator Studio.
Okay, but on my desktop or laptop, I can see the subscribers, but it only shows the last 150.
Click on lifetime. There should be a button somewhere that you can click 28 days or 48 hours or lifetime. Right, I don't have those in front of me. Well, then the rest of your subscribers are not about. I'm not sure if it only shows 150. I didn't have 150 when I checked that function. It might only be the last 150. That's possible. But I don't know if it has a permanent list. I would need to research that and try to make a video on that.
Okay. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Thank you for coming. And any of your YouTube questions, Lere or Rachel is here to help you to answer those. So hit her with your best shot. And yes, I still have green fingers. I'm trying. What time is it where, Joe? Are you talking about in South Africa or in South Carolina? We're both in the South, so pick one. Anyway, here it is about 8:15 a.m. and there it's about 2:15 p.m. I think I have my math right.
Yeah, it's 2:15 p.m. Yeah.
Debbie, I got about 2 hours yesterday, and then last night I got less than 2 hours, so I'm still running on empty. But that is not a YouTube question, Debbie. You are out of bounds. Okay, it's 1:15 where Debbie is at in Scotland.
Okay, so do we have any other YouTube related questions that I can try to answer for people? Or do you have a list there?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, girlfriend, you know me. It said you're on YouTube. Okay. In the Netherlands, it's 2:16 there. So
Same
everybody,
as ours.
yeah, everybody's pretty much across the pond here. Well, most of us are, or most of y'all. Well, I guess we're all across the pond from each other, but y'all are across the pond for the US. So, okay. Now, you mentioned not YouTube Studio, but the to get to like a desktop mode on your mobile phone. I did not follow how to do that, so I'm looking forward to that video because many people ask about
Momma, will
how
you make
to
a note in that?
how
Find
to
this version.
yeah. South Africa. Oh, she's asking about your time, Lere, in South Africa.
It's
she is
2:15.
She's 6 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time. So right now it's about 2:17 p.m. the same day. So I don't even know what today is. I don't know if it's Sunday or Monday or Wednesday or Friday. And oh, it's Monday. Okay, so it's Monday there as well, but she is at the 2:18 or whatever I said p.m. time. I'm at 8.
Okay, Susie. At the moment you're using StreamYard to record this, to send out this. Are you on an app or are you on a web page?
A web page. You go to if you want to do.
Okay. All right. No, listen to me. At the top right hand side of your screen, does it show the 3 buttons? The
on
3
StreamYard?
dots.
On StreamYard?
Yeah, on your screen, on StreamYard, on your screen right now. At the top right hand side, does it show the 3 buttons?
Yes.
Okay, click on that. Click on the 3 buttons. And then if you scroll down or not scroll down, somewhere on there it will say desktop site.
I gotcha. Okay.
Okay, now it's this exact same principle. If you're in an app, but you want the laptop or the PC option of the of that website. So you don't want to be in the StreamYard app, you want to be on the desk side, then that is what you would click. Now, it's the exact same thing with Creator Studio. You would click on those 3 dots, and you would then click on the desktop side. What I might have wrong is maybe you're supposed to search Creator Studio, not YouTube. So you would click YouTube Creator Studio and then click on the 3 dots to search for the desktop site. And then that would take you to the computer desktop site. And then at the right of the screen somewhere, it will have your subscriber button. And then you can click on that. It will have a whole bunch of little arrows that you can click on, like 28 days, 4 days, 7 days, a whole bunch of options. I don't know them off by heart. I've only been in there once. And then you would be able to look at your subscribers. However, like Susie said now, she can only see 150 of her subscribers. There might be a possibility that you can only see the last 150. That I would need to research and find the information for you. Susie, you're kind of gone. You're obviously still connected. Otherwise, I would not be connected. But you're not on the screen anymore. So makes it slightly difficult to answer your questions. I'm just going to switch on here and see if I can see on the chat if there's any more questions that's come up. Hello, there you are.
Well, Joe has
welcome back to my show. Oh, sorry, your show.
No, really, this is your show because you are so extremely knowledgeable about the whole YouTube thing. And I appreciate the fact that you have really made the videos of a short nature so that I can kind of follow along when you do it. Um, and they're not always the same on an Android or iOS or whatever you call it, Apple product. But it's easy enough to figure out they're similar but not the same. But I'm still able to,
That's
but
right.
you're not bombarding me with a whole bunch of information at once. So it at least gives me a day or two or three or whatever it is until you post your
You
next one
assimilate.
to work
Mm.
with it and kind of cement it in my mind about how to do it.
That's exactly when you go and watch YouTube videos. Firstly, there's a whole bunch of things that they deem as too silly to make a video about, like how to change the photo on your profile. Nobody makes a video about that because it's so easy that everybody can do it. In the meantime, there's a whole bunch of people that can't. Okay,
Right.
so I'm making those videos. But then the second part of that is also that when they give you this information, I mean, it's like it goes something like this. You click on here and then you click on here and you click on here and then you see that and then, okay, and then it's done. Okay, did you understand what I said now? It's done. And
Right.
then you haven't got a clue of what just happened. Where were you supposed to click? Why were you supposed to click there? What did it do? What did it look like? And it's so fast, and it's often youngsters that are very technologically savvy, so they think that other youngsters watch the channel, so it's very easy. You just do this, and then they do 100 of those this, and by the time you're at the end of the video, you've actually not taken any one of them in, or maybe very, very little of it. And you often find that you have to rewatch those videos and pause it and rewind it and rewatch and pause it and rewind it and rewatch, because and then it was too fast, and then you have to sort of try to get your screen bigger to really figure out what did they do there. And that's just irritating. Who wants to find out any technical stuff that way? Who We're not
Right.
stupid. It's just not our field of interest. And it's not like I know everything. I know you experiencing me as really clever with all this. It's not that. It's I'm learning. And as I'm learning, I'm sharing that knowledge.
Well, I for one appreciate it a lot because, being older, we didn't grow up with the computers and the cell phones and all this stuff. And so by the time they came out, it's the kids are now learning it, before they even go to school. They're having cell phones and computers. It's like they're
Yes.
born knowing how to do this mess. And the older folks are really struggling with it. But I also find that some of the channels that have been around for a long time talk over our heads because they're used to doing it and they talk really fast. Now, my daughter did teach me the other day that when you're watching a video, where it'll show you can go like all the way back or to the video previous or the next video. It's got the arrows on either side. You know what I'm talking about? Don't click those, but to the left of that, you can like double tap it and it'll take you back 10 seconds, instead of having to
Yeah.
slide that bar and try to figure out where in the heck you're at.
I tried
'Cause-
to lose, and then you lose it, and then you don't know where you were, and it becomes a whole big deal. Yes.
yes.
But that's a setting on your phone as well. Somewhere on
Oh,
your
okay.
YouTube settings, there's a place where you can say what does the back button do, and one of the options is go back 10 seconds. So if you
But you
haven't got
don't
that
see that.
option
You just have to
selected,
know it's there, right?
that's right. That's
Okay.
right. It's
All right.
normally a default setting. It's normally available to everybody. My mom says there's a question, so let's just look if we have a question in the comments.
Yes, Chris
Um,
asked a question. She said, "How do you have a subby blocked of being rude and ignorant?"
I've never come across how to block a subby.
Well,
I
I
don't
can tell
know
you.
if you
I
can.
can tell you.
What you can what you can do is you can delete their comments. So you just go to the comment, you at the right hand side there's three buttons, you click on it and delete. So you can delete any comments they make. On a live, you would have a moderator, or you yourself, if like in this case Susie would be the moderator herself, unless she gave a range to anybody, and those moderators would be able to block the person. Okay, Susie, add on to that. You say you know how to block a user.
Yes, on those three little buttons over there that she was talking about, you can delete the comment, but you can also block the user. You can also
Oh,
report them.
okay. Yeah, I know that you can report them for inappropriate or spam.
So you can report
Yes.
them, you can block them, and you can delete the comment.
Okay. There you go. That's an easy answer. So just wherever they've made the comment, you on the right hand side, 3 buttons, click there, and now you can block, delete, or delete or report that user. In the
And
live,
if you're having
moderator to
problems
do that
with
for you.
someone who hasn't commented, then you would go to your subscriber list, and those 3 little dots that she's talking about are at the end of their name in your subscribers. You can also block them there.
Okay. I didn't know that. You see, and you're saying I'm the expert. Meantime, back at the ranch, look at this.
And Joe doesn't use her phone to record because she finds sometimes to record long videos, the phone will heat up and shut you down. Honey, sometimes I heat up and I want to shut down. So I get that.
It comes with menopause.
Wait, whose target groups are Jung? And what is Jung? I don't even know what Jung is, Arabella.
That is because their target group are young. She means young. In Afrikaans, young is also spelled Jong. Arabella is Dutch, so sometimes we confuse the spelling of things. So she's saying those people that are making the fast videos, their target market for those videos are not us, the older generation. Their target market are young people that start YouTube channels and do the TikTok thing, and so they serve their market. But the point is there's just nobody that serves our market.
Joe, I don't know the answer to that. Wait a minute. Their about section hit the flag. What about? I don't know what about section you're talking about, hon.
When you're on a channel, then it has home, videos, playlists, channels, and then about.
So in mine, you're talking about in mine.
If you have a user that made an inappropriate comment, you can click on any person. So you would go to them. Then on their screen, it would have home, videos, playlists, channels, and about. Now she's saying you can go to their about section, hit the flag, and they then say block user. But then she's also saying she's not sure, right, Susie?
Right.
Did you understand that? Okay.
I did.
So can you do it that way? Can you do it that way?
Okay, hold on. I'm checking. I was taking your word for it, honey. I'm sorry.
She writes there, right, Susie? So she's asking, is that correct, Susie? Grandma Joe, you're not supposed to ask catch-22 questions. Are you trying to do it now, Susie? Are you seeing if it works that way? Okay, I can't hear Susie. So you guys need to come up with more questions. Okay. Susie has just told me that she sent a new link, which I'm not sure. Does that mean I'm not in the? Mine shows I'm in the show. Do I need to go? I can't hear Susie. All right.
Okay, I did not send you a new link. Sorry. I'm having some. I touched the screen when I tried to put my phone up to go look for the other thing, and I highlighted a comment, and I ended up messing up my sound and my mic. So I'm back. Hello. All right.
Welcome back.
So I am on their screen, and I see home, videos, playlist, community, channel, and about. I hit the about tab, and it just
then
says.
she says then you hit the flag and then say block user.
There, I don't.
If you're on my profile, don't do that. If you're on my profile, do not block the user. I will
I'm
come and
not.
haunt.
I don't see a flag on about.
Okay, then no. Then Grandma Joe, then the answer is no, you cannot do it that way. There's not a flag there.
Okay, but now at the very top, you know, and I'm not going to show this person's channel because obviously I'm not going to block them. But let's say
Yeah.
it's Craft Portal, you know, dash Rachel. Right after you'll see an arrow that points to the left. You'll see her name, and after that is the three dots. If you click on the three dots, the first one is share, the second one is block user, the third one is report user. So you can do that at those three dots. So it seems that the three dots are going to be our answer to most of the.
Most of those blocking the users, etc. Like on here, like on the live, you can just literally click on any name and then it will have an option for block user. And I want to tell you, my mom just showed me that, and she's 75, so it can't be too difficult to figure out. No offense, Mama. I know you're really clever.
Hey, Mama is smart. We are loving us some Mama. Let me tell you.
She's gonna give me a shap just after the video. She won't do
Okay,
that. She never does that.
right.
Okay, I'm gonna
All
get
right,
another shap
Rachel's
and say she's
channel.
gonna give me.
Rachel's channel is exactly as you see it under her picture up there, Craft Portal dash Rachel. She's going to post that link again in the chat, and I will also have it in the description below. So yeah, it's exactly as you see it, Craft Portal space dash space Rachel. So she said that now you're able to just put Craft Portal and no dash and Rachel, and it'll
Yeah,
find
you
her.
can literally put in Craft Portal Rachel and you will find me. But I will get a link to my channel quickly and then I will post it into the comments for you. And there's a video on my channel of how to find the link, and we also did discuss it earlier in the thing. All right, I'm gonna post the comment as Lere Saunderson. You'll see it in a moment. Just trying to find my paste option.
Okay, in case y'all missed it, Rachel's name that she goes by is Lere. Her Christian name that was that given at birth is Rachel, but she does go by Lere. You just call her anything you want to, just don't be ugly unless you have to be. Sometimes with her you have to kind of get ugly, but All right. No, I'm not gonna block you, Joe. I would never block you. I love you. I think you're wonderful. You're just and I'm so proud of you for stepping up and doing things and I'm hoping that you have the confidence that you need to make the videos that you have in your head to make because we do benefit from everybody's videos. We may not learn a new technique, but we get to see your style. We get to learn you. So even if we don't learn a part of the craft, we're learning you. And that's important because we're all building friendships and this community. So everybody has something to contribute. Everybody. So
Absolutely.
that's right. Now, Debbie, I don't
Can
understand your disclaimer.
I understand that Debbie will be to you in that thing in a moment. I'll answer that in a moment. I want to add. I did say this on Sunday morning my time, Saturday night Susie's time on Susie's live. And if I say this, you're gonna recognize what I'm saying because you've all been in a craft room with other crafters. Okay, when you have 10 crafters in a room and you give them the exact same material and the exact same instruction of what they need to do, each one of those people will come up with a different angle and a different project and a different end result of what they've made. And that shows the variety that is in each one of us when we craft. And I don't have all the ideas. Even Susie, the clever one, does not have all the ideas. I know she makes this if she does, but she does. She has a lot. Okay. That's not the point of this conversation. The
See how
point
she
is
just laughs at
that
nothing, and then we're trying to figure out what we're laughing about.
that wasn't nothing. I laughed at your face. I do something, and that gives somebody else a different idea. They build on that idea. Now somebody else sees that idea. They build on that idea. And 10 videos later, I see something and I add on that idea. And that's how crafting works. we all are building on each other's ideas. There are very few really original ideas. We just have different skills from different backgrounds, and we can add something we learned in pottery. I can, oh, hold on, that technique, I can use it here. And it adds on to something Susie did. And that way, the community and the ideas perpetuates itself. And when you are thinking of starting a channel and you're not doing it, what you're doing is you're taking your inspiration away out of the community. Now we don't see your idea and we can't build on your idea. This is absolutely a machine that feeds on itself. I don't mean that in a bad way, but literally each person that contributes, we build on top of that.
That's exactly true. But I want to put a plug in right there. Please, I know that there's things we learned a long time ago. We have no clue who we saw do it. But when you absolutely know where you got the inspiration, maybe it was from Rachel, maybe it was from Sue, maybe it was from Joe, maybe it was from Debbie, just say it. This was inspired by Debbie or by Rachel or by Susie or by Sue or by Joe. Say, this is what inspired me. If y'all are watching my videos, y'all know that I'm doing that 3 and 15 challenge that Dee Dee Farago put up. And she showed how to make these pockets and do different things. And I always say, well, you know what? I'm going rogue on Dee Dee again, because I'm not doing it exactly the way she did it. I'm following her inspiration, and I show you how she did it, but then I go rogue and show you how I did it. So,
if you know where the
please don't take
inspiration
credit for
comes
somebody else's ideas. Just don't. It's inconsiderate. It's rude. And you know what? You'll be found out, and you will lose subscribers, because it's just not a cool thing to do.
Yeah.
I dropped my phone. Oops.
You know that where it comes from. I absolutely agree with Susie. You give credit where credit is due. It's nasty if I came up with an idea and somebody else stole it and made as if it's their idea. And for the same matter, the other way around. I cannot go and do something somebody else did and say it's my original idea. Sometimes we've learned things 10 years ago. You don't know where you learned it. I learned it long before I was planning on giving credit to anybody on a YouTube channel, because I wasn't even thinking of a YouTube channel. But you need to, if you think, if Susie does something today in one of her videos and you think you might try that on a video in the future, you save that link to her video, or you save a note to that video so that you know this technique I learned from Susie. So if you ever make that video, you write on there, I learned this from Susie. It's just the right thing to do to give the credit where it's due. I absolutely agree with you. Okay.
Hi, Rhonda.
Susie, can I answer Debbie's question?
Okay. First, I want to say hi, Rhonda. Welcome. And if you're not subscribed to Rachel over at Craft Portal, please do that. Okay. Chris, what do you do when you're accused of stealing somebody's idea? Okay.
Okay, but we've missed Debbie's question up for the disclaimer. Okay. Debbie, you kind of need to make a choice for yourself how you're going to put your channel out there. All right. If you're planning on monetizing your channel ever, then your videos cannot be made for kids. So your first option on your choices there is this video made for kids, or is this video is not made for kids? Me personally, I select no, this is not made for kids. All right. Then the second option says, Susie, what does it say? It says something like, do you want to restrict kids from watching your video?
Right.
And then no, I do not want to restrict kids from watching my video. I select no, I do not want to restrict kids from watching my video. The reason is, if you choose the first one where you restrict kids from watching the video, then that reduces the advertiser's ability to put adverts on your channel, because there's some sort of restrictions on it now. So you need to choose the second one. It is, however, good advice. I've not done it yet because I'm very far away from monetizing my channel, but it is good advice to somewhere in your descriptions write something like, this channel is not meant for people below the age of 18. This content is not for children. Just a little disclaimer on there. But I personally select no, it's not made for kids. And no, I do not want to restrict anybody from watching it. Those are the choices I make. Um, I want to say something else to you on that subject, though, Debbie. If you go into your YouTube Studio Analytics, if you're not sure how to do that, there's a video on my channel that's really interesting. If you don't know about YouTube Studio, you need to go watch that video. It will change your creator's life. If you are a channel owner, it will change your life because you'll suddenly have insight that you've never had. But there's a video on there to show your YouTube analytics. And no, I lost what I wanted to say.
While she's thinking, hi Ruth, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
What was I saying just before this? Oh, right. If you go into your YouTube studio, you will, if your channel is like mine, you will probably find that our viewership are between the ages of 45 and 75. So you kind of not in danger, if that gives you any sort of peace of mind. When YouTube looks at your channel and they want to monetize it, they're going to see your viewership is between the ages of 45 and 75. There's actually no chance that a kid is clicking on this. You understand that? We're not really the people that are in danger are like these 5-minute crafts and things that kids would watch, but we are not the kids' target market. There are kids that watch these movies, but if it's 1% or 2%, YouTube is not going to penalize you for a kid watching your channel.
Okay. Having said that, if you and Lere or Rachel does a video about your, putting titles on your videos. Now, I don't recall her saying this in her video, but I want to make a plug here because if you put things like little golden books, kids books, children's books, that has the potential for somebody to click on your craft video because it says children or kids or children's books or
Mickey Mouse
Cinderella or Disney or Mickey Mouse. Things like that can cause you a few conflicts. Now, the panic that happened, was it last year? I can't remember what it was called, but we lost so many content creators because they got scared that they were going to be sued in court, and they went and put all their channels where you couldn't make comments and all that, and then some just deleted every video they ever made, and they just left YouTube. And it was really sad because there was a huge panic that turned out to be pretty inconsequential. YouTube changed, and that's when they really put that option in there that if you did not click that not made for kids, like she was just talking about, then you had the potential for problems. But because you've clicked that, like she said, the advertisers are not going to advertise towards the children. I hope that makes some sense. All right. Did you follow me, Rachel? Am I right?
Yeah, you're 100% correct. Okay, then we have a question from Chris that says, what do you do if somebody accuses you of stealing?
Okay, first of all, did you use an inspiration from somebody else when you did your video? If you did, then you need to go in your description and apologize that you did not mention that you got that inspiration from so-and-so, and put a link down there and say, this is what inspired that, because you can't go back and fix your video once it's old. I don't think you can anyway.
You can delete the video. You can delete the video, but then you lose all the views and all the watch time on that video too.
Right. So, you can put a comment in your own comments that, you failed to say where you got the inspiration from. You can also put it in your item description and put a link to the person's channel where you got the inspiration from, and, try to fix it if you did. Now, if you created this out of your brain and it was something that you've never, ever seen anybody do, which is hard to believe, because, it seems like at some point you see that somebody else has done it. And that's why I think a lot of creators say, I've never
This
seen
is
this
not
done
my
before, but
original idea.
somebody has probably done it before, but I've never seen it before. And so when you come up with what you think is a new idea, don't put it out there necessarily as this is my creation. Nobody else has ever done this. I mean, there's seriously, y'all, there's only so many ways to fold paper. I mean, let's be real. There's only so many ways to alter an envelope. Um, yes, there are some that come up with new stuff, and that's fine. And if I watch your video, I'll give you credit. I think the important thing is to either say, I don't know where I saw it. Can't remember where I saw it. It was a long time ago. Here's the inspiration I got for it. Um, you know, because here's
And
what we do when we link another channel. Let's say that I learned from you how to paint glass. And I say, okay, you know what? I was inspired by Chris to how to paint this glass. And I put you in the link, your link in my item description. Somebody can go click on that, watch your video on how you painted the glass. And if you said, well, I got the inspiration from Rachel, then somebody goes to Rachel. So what we're doing is we're creating a web of where we learned it, and it helps everybody's channel along the way.
that's right.
So if you
And
didn't
and
steal it, if you didn't borrow it, if you don't know, very politely say, I had never seen it done before. Don't get your britches in a wad. You're going to have the people that are going to criticize you no matter what you do, but you do need to handle it politely, because everybody is watching you, and how you respond is how people are going to perceive you. So just respond politely. I'm sorry that you feel that way. I had never seen that done before. If you know who did it before, please, let me know, and I would be glad to go watch their video on it, and see
yeah,
if I actually remember watching that before.
that's
And
right.
another thing you can do when you're making your videos, and you can say things like I do sometimes, like, I don't remember where I got this from. If you're the one that I learned it from, please put your put your name and link down below, and I'll gladly link it in my description. So
Hmm.
just handle it politely. You don't want to separate yourself from the crafting community by being ugly. People don't like ugly.
But at the same time, none of us are mad to just walk over. If you didn't get the inspiration from that person, you didn't get it. And
Right,
you don't have to make as if you did. Okay.
right,
Like, for instance, I'm planning on making a video of how to make glue sticks, um, like the gel type glue that's inside a glue stick. Okay. I've searched on the internet. I couldn't find one video on that. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, it's an original idea. If somebody else comes along and says, no, it's their original idea, they are going to need to put evidence in front of me that says they have a video that's older than mine that explained it, and then also show the similarities of where I copied their information. Do you understand? And if I've never watched their video, sorry, I didn't copycat you. You understand? Um, but you're not a pushover because somebody else might have made a video. However, you never, ever, ever steal somebody else's information. You never do that. It's not done. It's not okay. It's not good. So if you even think that you got the idea in another place, you give credit exactly like Susie explained, and you fix what you did wrong. You make sure people are aware you got the idea from this and this and that person. But it's like Susie says, you don't go at the beginning of a video claiming it's your original idea if you knew for a fact that you actually saw it somewhere else.
oh crap, I just lost. Oh my God, I just lost Rachel. What happened? Where are you at, Lere? I don't know where Lere went. Lere, where are you? Are you back? I think you're back. Are you back? You're shaking your head yes. Can I not hear you, or you're just not talking?
I'm not talking.
Say
I'm
something.
crying.
Y'all see why I love Lere? I mean, y'all see she's just a mess. Okay, now let me go back in comments. Okay, thank you for coming back, Lori. Yes, and Angela, you can edit oh, you can edit the video? I did not know that. Oh, edit the video like you're talking about, where I've seen people add like words over, like at the bottom of their their video. I don't know how to do that. I am ignorant when it comes to editing anything. I'm doing good to get it up there the first time. So to have to go back and fix it, it ain't gonna happen. You know, here's the thing for me, and this may not be for everybody, but for me, this is my stress reliever. This is my happy place, and I do this for fun. And when it quits being fun, I'm not gonna do it anymore. And if I have to spend 3 to 5 hours a day editing videos, that's not fun anymore, and I'm not gonna do it. That's just me. I mean, that's just me.
Yeah, the point is you want to do what you love, and crafting is what you love. It's not video editing, like. But
Yeah.
we have a different type of community. It's not like, I mean, these people that make these really brilliant videos in the younger generations, they have a different audience. They need to edit, because if they're gonna go on their videos with the people are gonna throw them out. You know, their audience is gonna say this is not acceptable. But we deal with a different audience. Our target market, you guys that are talking to us now, not one of you are offended because me or Susie said, oh, it's a different group of people, you know. And crafting is very forgiving. The crafting community is very forgiving for our normal human mistakes.
Now, Ruth said it's okay to change how you make something from an idea you saw on someone else's channel as long as you mention them. And that is true. And the only thing that I want to add to that is, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought.
It's okay to make something from an idea you saw on someone else's. She's asking, is it okay to change how you make
Oh, yes,
something from an idea you saw on someone else's channel as long as you mention them?
absolutely. And this is what my point was. What better compliment can you give a content creator than to be inspired by their idea? I mean, how
Yes.
wonderful is it for me to say, I saw Ruth do this, you know, and she did an amazing job. And so this is my take on what Ruth did, because I'm not going to do it exactly like Ruth did it. You know, we
However,
just don't.
can I add to what you're saying there, Susie? Like, for instance, you need to give enough information so people can go and find that person. It doesn't help that Susie says Ruth did this and nobody knows who's Ruth. You need to give her right name, her channel name, and put a link in your description. It doesn't help that Susie mentions Lere did this. Now, we've explained at the beginning of this, and now you guys know who's Lere. You understand? So there's no misunderstanding of who's Lere. But if someone just came into the chat and Susie says Lere did this, nobody would have any idea that Rachel sitting in front of you is Lere. Okay? So nobody can go and search for Lere's channel to find where did Lere do that. You need to give enough information to the creator of where you got the idea for other people to go and be able to find the original idea or to search out that original video. That is the correct way of doing it.
You're absolutely right. And I keep trying to say Rachel, but you know, Ray just pops out of my mouth. You know, I
No,
get
no, no,
stuck.
no, no, no. I don't mean that. I meant
No,
like,
I know that.
you often you hear people saying um like, let's take Laurie from Enchanted Dreams that's in the chat now. You can't go and say Laurie did this and
Right.
nobody has any idea who's Laurie. You know, so now they go and look up Laurie on YouTube and some other Lauries come up. You
Right.
need to say Enchanted Dream 71, or you need to say, I'll put a link to her channel below. And then below
Right.
you write Laurie's channel and then the link. And then they will click on it and they'll find Enchanted Dream 71. There needs to be enough information in our videos when we give credit to take them to the person that you're giving credit. It's not a general, Laurie did it. So who's Laurie? Where do I find her? You know?
Right.
Yeah. No, you
Okay.
said it very well. You said it really well. I just mean to add on to what you said.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and that's why we all need each other. And as Rachel keeps pointing out, um, if you don't have a channel and you're crafting, you are robbing us of your talent.
Yeah,
Don't be afraid to
absolutely.
start a YouTube channel. You don't have to post a video every day. You can do it once a month or once a year or whatever, but share what you do, share you. And I tell y'all in every video, do you. Don't try to do somebody else. You can't. You can be the best you that there is. And I think that it is a huge compliment to somebody when you use their ideas and you say, I was inspired by them to do this. To me, that's a huge compliment. It really, really is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And it's like Arabella just mentioned, she saw Genevieve Designs use templates to make books. So Arabella has come up with complete different templates to make books. But she gave the credit of where she got the original idea. On which idea am I building here?
Exactly. Exactly. And she gave an example of, she said, I saw Genevieve Designs making books with templates. So when I made my butterfly design, I always tell where I saw that, but the shape itself, she came up with. But she still was inspired by Genevieve Designs to do that. So even though she came up with her butterfly shape on her own, she was inspired by Jennifer to do that. So yeah, I mean,
Right.
and that's what we need to do.
And if you read in the comments now what she's added there, she said, I also asked Jennifer from Genevieve Designs what she thought about it, and she was very excited that I am inspired by her. And I mean, be honest, sit here and think for a moment, okay? I get a notice somewhere or somebody makes me aware of the fact that they did something inspired by me. What happens here? Ooh, nice. That's the feeling in my heart.
Right.
It's a compliment. It's an absolute compliment. However, now I click on a video and I watch something, and it's my video. They're making my concept, or they even using the words that I used in my video. And there's no mention of me in that whole video. There's no mention of me in that whole description. There's no mention of me. So this is their original idea. And I know for a fact it's not. It's mine. This has in fact happened to me. I will not chase that up because to me, it's not about the glory or whatever. People find out who say that. Help me here. Be diplomatic, Susie. People know fakes, and
Okay.
fakes always
Somebody
come
made a
out.
comment just a minute ago about she's seen creators get pulled into drama. Let me just say real quick, you only get pulled into drama if you allow yourself to be pulled into drama.
Mhm.
You can
I
stop
agree.
that. You don't have to participate. You know, if you get a burn in your saddle because somebody said something or did something, walk away, get yourself together, and figure out the right way to respond.
To
And
respond
most of the
and
time, the
end.
right way to respond is do nothing. Just ignore them. Um,
Mm.
so no, do
But if
not.
you respond, you end it. You don't go into a back and forth. You don't. You handle it professionally. This is what I have to say about it. This is what I can do to repair, or no, I didn't get the idea for you. I in fact got the idea. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, I wouldn't tell them where I got the idea, but because then they can go and say they got the idea there. You're kind of giving your own source away. When it comes to a court case and they want to sue you before the Copyright Commission, then you can bring up your proof. But you handle it professionally. You handle it humbly. You don't be a big-headed, well, it's my idea. Nobody's going to tell me where I got my ideas. That you don't do that. You do it humbly, you do it professionally, and you end the conversation.
Yeah.
I did not get my ideas from you. I've gone and watched the video that you refer to. I've never seen this video in my life. I'm sure I was inspired by other crafters before me because no ideas are original. However, I did not copy this idea from your channel. And I will mention in my comments that you made a claim, and I will mention that I did not copy it from you. And then I'll go right in my description. Da-da-da-da-da claimed that she was the originator of this idea. I watched her video. I've never seen it before, but I'll put the information out there to satisfy her. That makes her look yucky, not me.
Well, that is going to bring me to another question, but I want to finish going through the comments before you answer it. But just so that this brain doesn't forget it, I want you to talk a little bit about, and I know we're almost at the 2 hour mark, and I really don't want to do like a 6 hour video. I can't. My body won't let me. But talking about tags, putting the information in tags so that you're notified when I mention you, or that when somebody looks you up, they see me that. So if you would address that, quickly, kind of after we go through these comments, I would appreciate that.
Susie, I don't know that you can be notified if someone mentions you. I think if you search for it, then you will come up with, if I search Craft Portugal Rachel, then the
No,
video
I
should
do
come up.
know. I do know that if I put your link in the tag, you will be notified that I posted a video mentioning you.
Oh, I don't know
I do
that.
know that.
I posted Susie's Craftroom on the video that I posted earlier today as a tag. Did you get notified?
I did.
Oh, okay. So no one's put me as a tag then, because I never got notified. Where do
I'm
you get the
terrible about
notification?
I'm terrible about doing tags, and I only got more familiar with them after you did the little video on the tags. But I think there's more to it than I am understanding at this point, and maybe it's because since I've watched that video, I didn't go immediately and put that into practice. And it's until you use it, you
Yeah,
don't really get the full understanding
it's
of it.
not real.
So I have put things in tags before, but I don't do it on every video, and I need to. The other thing is people want to have the option of reading what you're saying, because some channels have noise in the back or whatever that people don't like, and they don't want to hear the sound. They want to be able to read it. How do you do that? It's not closed captioning, but you know what I'm talking about, where they can read what you're saying. And there is a way to do that, and most people have it. It's not on mine, and it was brought to my attention. I said, well, I'm immediately going to start making that available on all of my videos, but I don't know how. So that's another thing. If you know how to
I
share,
can't
if you
tell you
don't,
off by heart. I can't tell you off by heart. I don't have the screens in my head, but there is a way on your YouTube. If you go to your channel and then settings, where you can say subtitles, yes or no, and then you select the language. So, for instance, if you go into YouTube Studio and you see, in my case, my biggest audience is American. My second biggest audience is from the UK. So the obvious choice for me is English. Okay, so I've made my subtitles available in English. YouTube would then automatically um, put subtitles on your videos for people that select that they want to see subtitles, because there are people amongst us that are deaf or have different disability issues. And the only way that they can access the information, like right now, we're having a big conversation. If they're deaf, they have no idea what we're saying. However, if you as a channel owner have selected that English subtitles be available, and that person comes on, I mean, even at the top right-hand side of your video, you can say captions or subtitles. You click on that, and the subtitles will come up. YouTube does that automatically. That is now at the moment available in 77 languages. My own
wow.
language is not on there, by the way. But so
You're doing
captions
pretty
in
good with English.
Afrikaans is not available.
Girl,
Still
you know
unfair.
two
It's still
languages
Afrikaans.
fluently. I'm still struggling with English,
I actually don't speak English fluently. I catch myself every now and again. Oh, you were asking earlier what languages I spoke. I didn't answer that. Um, the thing with, actually, I laugh a lot at myself when I translate Afrikaans into English. But the more languages you know, the more points of references you've got in your head to translate. It actually becomes funnier, because, like, I speak Spanish a little bit, okay? Not fluently. For somebody that doesn't speak Spanish, it will sound brilliant. It will sound like I know what I'm saying. However, Spanish has, speaking under correction here, something like 8 or 9 tenses. Tenses, like yesterday, today, and tomorrow. They have something like 8 or 9 tenses. Now, not only our languages doesn't do that, we don't have those tenses. So you don't have a point of reference to even understand their tenses. So trying to learn the tenses, but you don't even understand the concept of, because in my mind, 8 tenses means 8 time zones or 8 different times. So past is before now, present is now, and future is after now. where's the in-between times? So that's what I mean. There's no point of reference in my brain that can comprehend 8 time zones. So for me to learn the 8 tenses, and then the verb in their language changes into a different word for each one of those 8. So you learn the language and you have to learn 8 variations of the same word and use it in the correct way. I don't do that. I speak Spanish in the present tense, and then I would add a time on it. So I would say, yesterday I sleep. Tomorrow I sleep. So for a Spanish speaking person, they can hear I'm not Spanish. I can't speak Spanish. But for a different language person that don't speak Spanish, it sounds like I'm a fluent Spanish speaker because I can add the words together, you know. But now things like languages makes like you have points of reference and it makes it easier to learn the next language. Um, because you've got more than one reference to remember the new word. Like when I was learning Spanish, um, the word for an ashtray, when I was trying to learn the word for an ashtray, the word was cinecero. Okay. Now, what it reminded me of is cinema, cine, the kini, you know, cine or CINE, all right, cinema. Zero is 0, okay? So you cannot smoke in the cinema. Cine, 0. Cinecero. And I could remember the word for ashtray. So that's what I mean by the more languages you speak, the more you've got points of references to learn the new language.
That makes total
My
sense.
mom is saying I must mention how many languages I can speak now. I don't want to do that.
How
It's
many
not that
languages
many.
can?
No, it's not that many. I can speak English. I can speak Afrikaans. I can speak Spanish, like I've explained now in the present tense. And I can say hello and goodbye and thank you and a few words, like I'd say 10 words in about 10 languages.
Wow.
But I don't speak the languages. Okay. I can in Hindi or Punjab or Urdu, which is actually the same language. It's just different dialects of the same language. I can count to 10. I can say thank you. I can say please. I can say hello in the correct way. I can say goodbye in the correct way. I can ask for things, small things in their language. Um, it's just actually a party trick because it makes me able to. It makes you link to people easier. And then one of the black languages in South Africa is called Tutu. I can speak a bit of Sutu. I can make myself sort of a little bit understandable.
Joe, if you left, I'm sorry we didn't say goodbye before you got out of here. Thank you so much for coming. You as well, Ruth. Okay.
Why
I'm
are
gonna
you
back
so
up.
soft? Are you
Pardon me?
soft? Your volume
I'm
is very
sorry.
soft.
Is that better?
Yeah, much
Is that
better.
better?
What did you
Okay, I think I had my finger over the microphone. Oh, Angela had to leave too. Sorry, her medication bell was ringing. Yeah.
Oh,
Hey, I
okay.
wouldn't know, Angela. You'll have to tell me about all that about growing older. You know, I'm at 39. I just had another anniversary of turning 39 in July. So
Congratulations on your 39th birthday.
quit laughing.
I'm just trying to see if there's any more questions here. I was crying on it.
Okay, Chris, you posted a comment that and you mentioned a creator. I would have never done that. I mean, that's your choice how you do it. But what you just did was called out someone else publicly, and that's almost like a public shaming. And you don't want to really do that because you get a negative, people look at you negatively and worry about you publicly shaming them. So I would encourage you to not do that. If you have an issue with her, privately, privately go to her and ask her why she didn't give you credit or what. I mean, handle it professionally, but I would not call her out publicly.
No, I think he gave her a compliment, Susie. Are we not reading? Are you not perhaps reading wrong? I think she gave her a compliment.
Oh.
Guys, I'll do it for you. Okay, here we go. Hold on, this hand. No, wrong way around. No, she gave a compliment to the lady. She said she nearly cried when she was mentioned in the video. It's that thing that I said earlier. If someone said they were inspired by me, I would feel so proud.
I
And
thought
that's what
Chris was saying that she cried because Aljon copied her video. I just
No.
completely misread that. You
I
know,
think you misread.
and you know what?
You have
Chris?
to add, we're reading really fast. We're not reading everything because it's so small, and we have to sort of pick up fast so that there's no dead silences on the video, you know.
And
But
I want to say, Chris, if Amy from Aljon would have, done a video of mine, I'd have cried too. I mean, Amy is so talented and she's so good, and she makes something out of nothing too. So I love Amy. She's great. And
yeah.
Joe liked how I said something. I don't know what. I've said so much stuff. I don't even know what I've said. I'm the dingbat. You know what, Lori? Join the club. I mean, look at this other person in this other screen beside me. That would be the dingbat.
What's a dingbat?
A dingbat. Kind of scatterbrained.
Agreed.
Okay.
I won't even contest that. I agree.
You know what, Joe? You're right. She said she tells her daughter that when she sings, not to try to sound like the person that she got the song from, to sing like herself. You need to be yourself, because we already have that person who sings. So you be you and do you, and that is important. And we know, a lot of us know that there is someone that has stolen Angela Kerr's envelopes, and we know how detailed Angela is. I mean, I can't even imagine how long it takes her to come up with these creations. It is not possible that Angela copied those from anybody, because there is so many elements in these creations. But somebody has now done videos doing the exact thing that Angela has done, and they're taking the credit for it. And it's sad, because if you try to do Angela's pieces, they are so detailed and they are so elegant when they're finished. And everybody loves Angela. I mean, everybody loves Angela. She's so incredibly talented. So to steal her things hurts us all. It really does.
But people that steal stuff, they get found out, whether you want to know it or not. Like exactly what you've just said. That person that copied it, you unsubscribe from them and you leave them, because none of us wants to follow people that does that. You understand? So they've actually just hurt themselves. And people is not going to come to them and say, hey, you copied Angela Kerr's stuff and that's why we just not subscribed to you anymore. They're just going to unsubscribe. You kill your own channel if you do it.
Well, what I do if I see something like that in the comments, I'm not like ugly, but I say, oh yeah, I saw Angela do that last week or 2 weeks ago or last month, or oh yeah, I'm so glad that you were inspired by Angela. And then I go unsubscribe, and even block them, because I don't want, I don't even want you coming to my channel. I don't want you visiting me, and I'm not visiting you.
I had one of my subbies make a comment on somebody else's video, quite a big channel, and they said, oh, they saw Craft Portal do it. Nothing was said, but the point was made,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's all you need to. You don't have to be ugly, you don't have to say, oh, I saw you stole Angela Kerr's idea. Just, oh yeah, I saw Angela do that very thing, or I'm so glad you were inspired by it. You handle it, but you don't hurt yourself handling it.
The point is, you need to have integrity in yourself. You yourself don't go and steal other people's stuff. You give credit
Right.
where credit is due. That's it. It's not a negotiable. That's what you do. Okay? That's how you handle a channel. If you can't be an honest crafter, don't be on YouTube because you are
Right.
going to run into trouble somewhere. Okay? So live with integrity. Okay? Do your videos with integrity. However,
Right.
we can all make mistakes. And if you make a mistake, like Susie said right in the beginning of this subject, you fix it. You fix it in the best possible way that you can. And you apologize and you fix it. And you, if you want to go overboard, you can even make a video saying, in that video, I used an idea that I actually saw from this one. She's claimed, and I realized I did watch that video before, whatever you need to do to get your conscience clear that you've given the person the credit that they are due. Okay. And you apologize and whatever, but you don't grovel. Okay. If you didn't honestly steal it and you just forgot where you got the idea and now you found out or whatever, do it in a nice and a professional way. You don't grovel. You're not nobody's doormat. If you honestly didn't steal it, you don't have to make them say, oh, I'm so sorry that I stole your information and I just didn't realize. That's not the way to approach it. Okay. You say, it's come to my attention that Susie has made a video that shows the exact same envelopes things that I am doing. I went and watched the video that I was referred to, and I realized I have seen that video before. That might be correct, and that I might have subconsciously got the idea there. It was not my intention ever to steal Susie's information. This is the video. I will put the link below the description. You can find it, and you can have a look there. And I think I might have been inspired from there. I think her claim might be correct. So please go watch the video, and please, the credit is due to Susie from Susie's Craftroom. You handle it professionally. You apologize properly. No misunderstanding. There's the information. End of it. End of the result. If that person comes back and makes a video that says, you stole my information, then I will go and make a comment on the video that says, I've made a video about this. Here's the link to the video. Then anybody that reads that comment will click on the video and see that you apologized. That's it. And if they start going on and on, they are going to look bad, not you.
Okay, well, Lori says that she is a no drama mama, and that is so not true. And I'm going to tell you why.
Susie, take your finger off the microphone again.
Pardon me?
No,
can you not hear me?
Your volume is very low. Nearly can't hear you.
Oh my God, I don't know why. Can you hear me now?
Very softly. Are you covering your microphone, perhaps?
No, but my battery went low, so I had to plug up. So maybe it's doing a power saving thing.
Okay,
I don't know what
my
it's
own
doing.
battery is on 17%. We're gonna need to cut this very soon. So
Yes,
let's quickly have a look if there's any other questions. Mom, you've been reading. Are there any other questions that we need to answer?
But I want to say Lori is a drama mama because she posted a video yesterday that she went and got a manicure and got her hands massaged. That created so much drama in me, Lori.
It's just to make the rest of us envious, I think.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Okay, let's see. Arabella says she had a drama queen in her design team. She handled it without any drama.
Susie, you're really soft. Arabella. Really struggling to hear you.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
Is that better? Is that better at all? Okay,
no.
You read the comments and you respond and I'll listen.
Okay, let's see. I haven't read in a while, so I'm just trying to. Okay, Arabella said she saw someone copy Jenny Bailey. Arabella, again, like Susie said earlier, you go and make a comment in Jenny Bailey's, into that person's thing that you saw Jenny Bailey do this. And if you can, you even post the link to the video where she did it. What they do with that information is good. You can even make that original person, Jenny Bailey, aware that this person posted a video, and then they can decide if they want to do something about it. Don't be a troublemaker, though. Hold on. Also, don't be a stirrer and a troublemaker and go and, put this person up against this person, because then you also develop a reputation in the crafting community of being a busybody and doing stuff that's got nothing to do with you. And if you've got 2 or 3 incidents like that, then you really get the reputation that, like Rachel from Craft Portal, she's always busy fixing who's stealing from who and making this one aware or making that one aware. That's also not your job to do. Of course, make the person aware. I don't watch everybody's video, and I'm not going to know if somebody stole my information. But then it's up to me to make something of that information. Don't build a reputation in the crafting community that you are a tatty tail and running around and reporting everybody to everybody. All right.
If you can
my
hear
mom
me,
says there was
I
a question.
posted a
How do you
question.
hashtag someone? I don't know the answer to that question. Maybe Susie knows the answer to that question. You put hashtag and then the information, like Susie does at the 3 and 15. You put hashtag 3 and 15. There's a code that they use, week 11 something, episode 2. So that if Didi Farago, that was the originator of the series, if she wants to go and watch anybody else that made a similar video, then she would type into the search that formula, like the hashtag 3 in 15. I think it's don't freak out before Christmas, DFBC, something like that. Don't DF before C, DFBC. So she would put that in, and then all the videos that put that hashtag on the video would come up in her search, and then she can go and look at what everybody did. And she does, apparently, so that's quite nice. But so that's how you add a hashtag, just a hashtag and that. But the person that you are hashtagging, so if you're saying hashtag Craft Portal, I'm not aware that me, Craft Portal, would be informed that I was hashtagged. So unless I go search hashtag Craft Portal, maybe I should do that. Hashtag Craft Portal, I don't know that I would be aware that you hashtagged me.
Okay, I think if you put hashtag Craft Portal in the tag, I think it notifies her. I think.
Okay. All right. How do you get notified, Susie, on your normal notifications of videos being that was uploaded, like subscriber videos, or how do you get notified?
Where the notifications is that it's on the bottom of my screen. It says notifications, and then I click on it.
Right.
It's just like I would be notified of a video.
Okay. For the people that couldn't hear Susie now, she's saying at the bottom where it says notifications, like you would be notified of a video, or sometimes you get new subscriber notification there in the same place. If you added it in the tag, so if you would say hashtag Craft Portal -Rachel in your tags of your video, then I would get a notification under my notification option to say you were tagged in this video. And then you would be able to click on it and go look. Okay.
Hi, Christina.
Right. Is there any other questions?
Say hi to Christina. Lere, say hi to Christina. She just joined us, or I guess at some point. I didn't see her come in.
Hi, Christina. Christina's Craft Shack. Welcome here. Really happy to see you here. We're actually nearly at the closing mark.
Yes, we are.
You might need to check the replay, but really glad that you could make it. We appreciate that.
Here's what I want y'all to do when we close this out. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments and notify Lere or Rachel at Craft Portal that you would like her to do a video on XYZ. In all of her video descriptions, she puts her email address. You can email her and say, would you please do a video on, how to turn your computer on, or whatever it is you need to know, or if you want to see how she, made her envelope roll and you didn't understand a concept of that. Say, I don't understand how you did, step 3 on your envelope roll. Whatever it is that you want to know, try to be a little bit specific so she knows kind of what to cover and what to answer. So she is so brilliant. And I mean that. I really mean that. So she is a great resource to have. Don't forget that you can, send her a message. You can leave a comment in any of her videos, because she will get notified that you've left her a comment. And then she can respond to you either back by email or by doing a video on it or something, or even responding to your comment. and she will respond. And she is very clear and easy to follow along. So don't hesitate to use that resource. She's a great resource to have.
Thank you. My heart is to help people. So I don't have all the answers, but I'm willing to go and research it and find out and come back with an answer. If I don't know, I'll tell you I don't know, but I really don't know because I'm too curious to not know. I tried to figure it out. I had to put that in there, Susie.
Well, Rachel,
Susie, I can only
Rachel,
see the top half of your face. Is there a reason for that?
well, I'm trying to talk closer to the microphone, but everybody says they can hear me. It's you
Yeah,
that's having the
I've
problem.
also read in the comments they say the problem's on my side because I can't hear you that well. I've checked
I
on my
think it's your
volume. I
battery.
seem to have
I
my
think because
volume
your
full.
battery is low, it's put you in a power saving mode and it's adjusted your volume.
Could be. I'm on 13% battery life. That could be the problem. Okay.
Okay. Now
Right.
I do want to say to Joanne at Journaling Adventures, if you don't remember where you got the idea, just say, I don't remember where I got the idea. I saw somebody do it. I don't remember who I saw do it. If it's you, please let me know in the comments it was you, and I will gladly put you in my item
Yeah.
description with the link to your channel. But I just, I'm new to this. I didn't keep track of where I learned things from, but I did learn it from somebody, and, I'm glad I did because I love it, or whatever. So give credit where credit's due. So I'm going to move back so that everybody can see me since you can't hear.
Yeah, absolutely. If I know that this is not my original idea, but I also can't remember where I ever heard it or where I saw it, I will say, if it's your original idea, please feel free to comment and send me the link to your video, and I will quite happily post it into my description for you. And I will pin that comment to the top as well so people know, and I will answer there, like this person showed me their original video, and I agree that is where I saw it, as mentioned in my video. Quite happily. People are not funny if you give them the credit. They're funny when you're trying to steal from them.
She doesn't mean funny like ha ha funny. She means they get kind of sideways or crossways. So yeah.
Okay. Right, Susie,
All
we're
right,
going to
you know
need
what?
to sort of cut this off. My battery is
I was
not going
fixing
to
to say
do
the
it
same
very
thing.
much longer. I'm very used to my videos just cutting off, so we can do it the same way. We can just go on until it just...
No, I can't sit here that long. I'm still suffering from Saturday night and Sunday. And probably because I've sat this long already without a break.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to pay for
Yeah,
this
it's not
for,
good for your health. You need to move. Yeah.
I do. Yeah, and I need to be able to lay down and to adjust and all that. But you know what? I love each and every one of you. I thank you all for coming. Please, 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 any questions that you have for me or for
Can
Lere
I just
slash Rachel.
ask, Susie? Can I just ask if the people could tell us in the comments, was this helpful? Was this format of this interview thing with Susie, was this helpful for anybody? Did you find value out of this? Because in the crafting community, you don't really find this. This is what we did today, or I've not really seen it. So can you just tell me and Susie if this was helpful today? Okay, Susie, now you can go on again.
Okay, no. No, so I was going to say, very helpful. Lori says very helpful. Well, good. So let me ask you this. Would y'all like to see Lere or Rachel, whatever you want to call her, would y'all like to see her do some lives where you can ask her questions in real time?
Yeah, that would be interesting to know. Type faster, people.
Well, we're on a lag. We're on a lag. So it does take a minute. So, but yes, please. She does want you to go live. Lori does. So, and I do too,
Okay.
because I like to, when I'm doing something or I'm following along, if it doesn't make sense, I want to answer right now. I'm like a kind of right now
Yeah,
kind
and
of
I
gal.
don't always know the answers right now. I am not I'm not trying to give myself off as this huge expert. I'm an expert because sometimes you don't know something, so I sound like the expert. But that's it. I'm just a little bit ahead, learning the stuff as I go. But some of the stuff I've learned, so I can give you that information immediately. Some of the stuff I've not yet learned, and I will go and search for the answer, and I will make a video about it, or If I have a next live, I will say, okay, I found out this. Da, 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 da. It's easier to make a video though, because I can do a screen capture and show you exactly. It's a lot easier to say, click here, I'm going to click here now, and you see it in front of you, rather than me trying to explain, click there, click there, click there. And I might not even remember the screens exactly, you know?
Okay, but Lere, here's the thing. We don't have to see your face. We can see your screen, but still hear you.
Say that again, Susie.
We don't have to see your face. You can just show your screen, but we can still hear you.
In a
You
live,
know, and
that's true. That's very true. I can show my screen in a live, and people
yeah,
can ask
and Mama can
questions,
read
and
your
I can just be
comments.
talking. That's true.
And
That would
Mama can
work.
read your comments to you, or if you bring somebody else on, they can read your comments or your
Yeah.
questions to you. So if once you get your screen pulled up that you're showing, you probably won't be able to see the comments. So Mama either needs to be there to read them to you as they come up, or have somebody like me, or
Yeah.
whoever. And Lisa, welcome. I saw you came in. I hadn't responded yet, and we're fixing to cut off like in just like 1 minute. But yeah, I mean,
I
definitely,
just can't switch between face to face and now the screen, and now face to face and now the screen. I can't do that because I'm
right,
working off a phone. I'm not
right.
doing
So
it
you
off a
need.
laptop where you can sort of do all the bits and bobs. No?
Well, that's why I have Mama there to read your comments as they come up and not get behind, kind of like we did, or have somebody with you that can be reading to you while you're explaining, if Mama
Okay.
can't be there,
Good idea. Mama, you're up. She says you're up for. She can't hear you because I can barely hear you, and she's got instructions to have the sound off on the device that she's on so you don't hear a double echo. So she has no idea what you've just said, but I'll tell her. All right, Susie, my battery is gonna die soon-ish, so
Thank you
I
all.
think we need to sort of cut
Yeah,
it out here. It was
everybody,
lovely, and I really appreciate the opportunity to come on your channel and maybe share with one or two people that's not been exposed to me before. That's not learned about me. I'm very much a crafter at heart, people. It's not a YouTube tip stand channel. That's not what my channel is about at all. I'm a crafter. I want to be doing junk journaling stuff. But there's a gap in our community where we don't know these things. And because we're crafters, we don't know it, and we're never going to know it. And we just, technologically challenged. And that's not the way it has to be. I give it on my channel in small little chunks. You can ask Susie, extremely understandable, no misunderstanding after you've watched one of my tip videos of what I've said or what I intended to get across. Very easy language, very simple. I'm not saying, and I believe this, I don't believe that crafters are stupid. I just believe we're not interested in the information in the way that they deliver it to us at the moment. So I'm just delivering it in a different method and in a different format that is understandable and usable. And then very much want to just bring your attention back. If you haven't gone to my channel to check out the how to understand your YouTube analytics video, that one
I
is
will
a
link,
life changer.
I will link all of those YouTube helpful videos in the item description.
Okay.
Of course, it's going to be later one because it takes a little while for the lives to post. But once they do, I can go back in and do that. And all of you that
Mm.
have a channel that were here today, I will link your channels as well. Um, I I don't know what I did when I was posting all of them in the live that I had with Thelma the other night, but I don't know. I guess I just didn't save them after I put them all in like an idiot, and it was a bunch. So now I have to go back and redo. Um, but I will link y'all's channels. Thank you all for being here. I am going to cut this off like right now. So, Rachel, say bye. Mama, bye. Love you. Um, yep.
I love you.
Blessings and hugs to everybody. Y'all, we really appreciate it very, very much. And now Rachel knows that y'all want her to do lives. So, maybe she can get set up through StreamYard to do some lives and to answer some questions in real time. We love you all, and we'll see y'all later. Bye.